brush that you're going to need.
Baby, 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 you driving me wild, you driving me so crazy. Got me acting out, got me trying to stay so.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Radile and you're most definitely welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back, love. Thank you for stopping back by. Okay, so for today's video, I just got off a live and I did this look, and I just did not want it to go to waste, like removing this without so I thought, let me record a beginner's makeup kit, and I'm also going to include like tools that I would recommend for a beginner. So yeah, stick around if you'd like to see. Okay, so let's start off with base. And for base, a primer that I would recommend for a beginner is this primer from Eyebrow. It's a primer spray. Love this primer. This one, it says to prep and hydrate face for makeup. So I personally have dry skin, so I always look for hydrating products, and this is I love. I'll have all the prices and the details right on the side. So this is the primer. You can get this primer at Discount. And yeah, moving on from primer is foundation. Okay, I've got these two, right? This one is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation, and I'm in the shade 60 caramel. Okay, so this girl right here, this is the girl. Okay, so it comes with the pump. This girl has full coverage. Okay, blends in seamlessly. I don't have any problem with this foundation. I'd recommend the Maybelline Fit Me because it's on the cheaper side. However, I've never used it, and I'm not about to recommend a product that I've never used. So yeah, and then another one that is less than 200 is the Eyebrow Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. So if you have dry skin, this is going to give you like it's illuminating, it's glowy, it's just everything. And I'm in the shade bronze, which is a bit on the orange side for me. So yeah, love this foundation. Have you noticed that this is the second Eyebrow, right? Eyebrow does it's good for beginners. It caters for beginners. It's a brand that I started off with personally when I started off with my makeup, cheap and quality. Okay, and then moving on to primer, concealer. I'm just gonna show you guys one concealer, and it's the Eyebrow high definition concealer, and I'm in the shade creamy beige. So this concealer, guys, I don't know who is like, I feel like every beauty guru or beauty enthusiast has used this concealer once in their life, some point in their life. I feel like most of us started with this concealer, and it's still my go-to concealer. I do have my favorites, but I still go back to this concealer. It's what I started off with. It's my favorite. It's cheap. Get it at Discount as well. Okay, so from concealer, obviously you'll use a lighter shade and then a darker shade as well. I'm just lazy to go get the darker shade. With the darker shade, I think I'm a shade Toast, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, let's go into powders. Okay, so to set, we have this luxury banana powder by Revolution. And okay, when it comes to this powder, you need to be very careful. Okay, use little. A little goes a long way. You don't need to bake, especially if you're a beginner. go lightly with this powder. Like, pick the product up. If you're using a brush, pick the product up and then dust it off and then set under your eye, okay? And if you're using a sponge, pick the product up, try to dust it off and then set. Don't bake. If you're a beginner, I don't recommend that you bake. Avoid baking by all means. So yeah, you can get this at Clicks or at Beauty Bound, right? And then you're moving on to powder. For my face, I use the Yardley Stay Fast Pressed Powder. This is a powder that I don't change up on. I could change foundation, primer, setting spray, eyeshadow, but powder, my face powder, this girl. It's the Yardley Stay Fast Pressed Powder Refill. I do have the original one. This is just the refill one, I think. And I'm in the shade Almond. So this baby right here, guys. Oh, and another loose powder that you guys can use is, I know this is a powder that I started off with, the Yardley Absolute Translucent Loose Powder for all skin tones. Yes, okay. Like, before you pick this one up, definitely start off with this one, right? You can never go wrong with this powder. Beginners, this powder is for you, okay? And then from there, I mean, you're a beginner, I don't think, you know, can go in with bronzer and all that. So from face powder, let's go to setting sprays, okay? I've got two with me right here, both of them under 100 rands, okay? So this one is from Mr. Price Scarlet Hill. It's a bit drying for me because I personally have dry skin, and my favorite is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. It just hurts me, the fact that it's 45 mils. I used this, guys, like, I haven't used it a lot, but I'm already running out. Definitely grab this foundation, I mean the setting spray. If you feel like after doing your makeup you look very powdery, this is going to remove all that powder and it's just gonna end it, okay? So I think we are done with setting sprays. Moving on to eyes, I've got two products here. I have the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim pencil, which is what I used today for my brows. And then I have a cheaper alternative. This I got at my local Chinese store. I love this pencil. I may go in with my Maybelline or any other defining pencil, but I always go back to this girl because she's so cheap, less than 20 rands. If I'm broke and I need a brow product, I buy this, okay? So yeah, these two. If you want your brows to be precise, then definitely this Maybelline pencil, very thin. And yeah, that's what I used today for my brows. And then for eyeshadow, okay, I want a beginner-friendly eyeshadow, meaning the colors need to be beginner-friendly as well. Everything just needs to be. So an eyeshadow palette that I started off with is this one. I know it's looking a bit bad, but I've had it for the longest time. Absolutely love it. It has your perfect orange transition shades, your browns, your, you know, just perfect. As you can see, I've hit pan on my orange shade, the brown shades. Love this palette. For my natural soft glam looks, I always grab this baby right here. Okay, this is your eyeshadow palette. When I started using eyeshadow, I was using like orange just all over my lid, not too much, just to give my eyelids some color, and that was it. hence I've hit pan. And then on days where I was like, you know what, let me try something different out, then I would use this brown, orange, and this brown, or with this brown. But this is a palette for you, okay? Beginners, you should get this palette, okay? And then let's move on to highlighter. The highlighter that I have is also one of my first highlighters, hence it's looking how it's looking, okay? My first highlighter and my favorite. I'm just going to give myself, yes girl, yes, okay. Oh yes. This highlighter is the gold. This highlighter is from Wet n Wild. What's the shade? I don't know. Is it the Mega Glow? I don't know. I honestly don't know what shade this was. But I'll try to put it right here on the side. And then we're done with highlighter. Let's move on to eyelashes, okay? Eyelashes. I've got these from Blink Girl. Blink Girl is a, can I say a China mall cosmetic brand? I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. But I mostly get Blink Girl from Chinese malls, Chinese shops. And yeah, these are not more than 50 rands. However, I got mine for 45 rands, which is a bit on the steep side because I've heard people say they got theirs for 30, but I mean, it's still fine. Love these. You can wear them more than once, you know. I've worn these for, I think, more than 5 times. They are good for the price. Definitely go for Blink Girl. Don't rush to get expensive eyelashes. Start off with these and stick to them if you can. And then for mascara, I've got one from Essence. Any mascara from Essence is your girl, okay? They make the best mascaras. I have this I Love Extreme Volume Mascara. And I'm out. I need to get a new one. So yeah, I got this one because I wanted more volume on my lashes. Hence it says I Love Extreme Volume Mascara, okay? I know I'm all over the place. It's because, you know, I'm not doing everything step by step, but I'm trying to, you know, tell you guys what I'm getting as we go. And then let's talk about lash glue. For lash glue, you can get this jewel glue. I think Mimikyu has it. And then you can also get this at your local Chinese store, mall, whatever. Let's move on to the tools, okay? I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tools that I personally cannot go without. You know, these are the tools, makeup brushes that I need. These are the only makeup brushes that I can go on vacation with, and I only need these brushes, okay? So to start off, let's talk about foundation brush. Your foundation brush, you have this one that's flat, okay? Then you're gonna have one that is a rounded one, okay? Do you see that? I prefer a flat one, a flat foundation brush, and it needs to be dense, okay? It's dense. So you're going to apply your foundation with a flat, dense foundation brush, okay? This is how it looks like. It needs to be dense. So this is your foundation brush. This is what, guys, if you're not using a foundation brush, you can go in with your beauty blender, okay? With a beauty blender, what I like, you can blend out your foundation, you can blend out your contour, you can blend out your concealer, everything. I prefer using brushes. Hey guys, so I think I ended off talking about foundation. I don't know what happened to my camera. Anyways, I'm just gonna try to make this quick. After your foundation brush, you are gonna need a fluffy brush, and with this brush you'll be using it for all your powders, for your face powder, your blush, everything, to dust off the powder under your eye, for the to blend out your highlight. This is the brush that you're going to need, very fluffy. This will be for your powder related products. And then for concealer, I use this brush. However, you don't need to use this one. I prefer this brush. You can use a beauty blender to blend out your concealer under your eye. Yeah, since you're a beginner. And then to cover out my brows, I use this flex brush, and it does not come looking this way. It comes like this. As time goes, when it has product, just press it to get it into this thin form, as I did. So I use this to carve out my brows and to cut my crease. And then for eyeshadow, you only need 2 brushes. I have this one that is dense, and I use this one to pack on the shade. And then I have a fluffy one to actually blend out the eyeshadow. And then before I forget, for lips, you can get just a plain lip gloss from Essence. This is my favorite. If you don't want it plain, then they do have color as well, but this is just cute. It's not too much. Let me just show you. And that's it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next upload.